In a faraway land lives a town, and in that town lives a club, and the fans proudly yell out its name. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. But the rest of the world knows it as Wrexham AFC. Why does the world know about it? Well, two jolly good buddies from an even faraway away land decided to invest in it, because apparently one of them binge-watched Sunderland Till I Die and thought, I can f***ing do that. And so one man, with nothing better to do, will try his best to beat the jolly good buddies at their own game, lead Wrexham back to Premier League glory, and document the journey. Alrighty, first things first, we need a manager. Now, since we're going to be looking at this mug for quite some time, might as well make sure it's nice to look at, right? Two very handsome mugs come to mind, and I've decided to combine their best features and create a super hunk. And will you look at that, isn't he gorgeous? And if he ever gets fired, he will be the ideal Love Island contestant, that's for sure. Now, I also had the perfect name in mind, but I was warned it could make me open to a potential lawsuit, which is a fair point. You know, good ideas don't always pan out the way we'd hoped, but the most important thing is to never be bitter about it, which I certainly am not. Giving Wrexham their shot at glory also means we're gonna have to kick out one innocent team. This is already very sketchy, but I did my best to come up with a fair system, and so I've tried modeling the same principles FA used to implement VAR, and here's what I came up with. Alright, it's time to play everyone's favorite game, Wheel of Random Misfortune! Actually, a wheel is too expensive, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Takes a second to warm up. You know what, we can probably do better. Now that's more like it. And hey, for all you folks playing along at home, try guessing which team gets the boot in the comments below. Oh, Sutton United, unlucky. But hey, chin up, you never know. Maybe next year, Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal partner up to buy your club? Initiate Hollywood's biggest pissing contest? Could be fun! But let's focus on the positive. Wrexham is going to League 2, so we're already one step ahead, and look at how easy it was. Not a single penny spent, didn't have to suck up to the fans, and it's done! Just some minor tweaks here and there, and that's it. Can our new manager shine a light all the way to the top? If you ask me, he was made for it. Now we need to choose our pre-season tournament. How do we do this? First, we'll look to see which teams are playing. Then, carefully examine each team, gather inside data, which we then use to strategically analyze and calculate... not fooling anyone, am I? Like a bear to honey, straight for the money. Amsterdam, here we come. And just a couple of things to check out first. Yep, great, sure, standard miracle worker stuff, awesome. And a quick look at the finances and... Eesh. Don't know what I expected, to be honest. We gotta win that tournament. Since I've done zero research on Wrexham or how they play, I'll just have to rely on my gut instincts, honed by years of playing FIFA, countless career saves, and holy crap! What happened to my instincts? I mean, do I even have instincts at all? Like, if I ever got lost in the wild, I'd get killed immediately, right? And it wouldn't be a tiger that gets me, or anything cool like that. No, it'd be something good-natured and friendly, like a gazelle or a prairie dog. I mean, look at this! I was chasing the game throughout, desperately trying to get back level, but I was nowhere close. Things couldn't have started worse. Alas, in moments like these, we just need to hold our heads high and take the L, because we all know what L's really stand for. Learning opportunities, huh? Yeah, I'm definitely getting eaten by a prairie dog. Game 2 coming up, and it's back to the drawing board. A whole lot of questions, but luckily we started getting some answers in this one. Starting with Theor Angus, 100% a first team striker. Pacey, good work ethic, most importantly, goals. Another important piece of the puzzle, James Jones in the midfield. Good overall rating, hopefully he's got a handful of development points in him. One thing's for certain though, he can sure smack a ball right in the top corner. Now I chose this formation because the team doesn't have any wingers or wide midfielders, and I'd rather eat turnips for breakfast than play 3 at the back. But even though the middle of the pitch is fairly crowded, it does provide a lot of room for the fullbacks to do some damage from the sides. A good cross from the corner and a strong header from a player I expect to be our main man, Paul Mullen. He's actually the only Wrexham player I've heard of. I know that he was League 2's top scorer last year, and my last RTG was with Cambridge United, so I'm sure he'll do great for us. 4-0 up at halftime, huh? Looking better, right? Not exactly. Because my defending is horrifying. From prime Barca to Bartos Barca, all in a matter of minutes. Sloppy mistakes, one after another, and in the end just narrowly escaping a total disaster. Still, no need to panic, one more game in the group stage and everything to play for. Before we go any further, I do need to take a moment to address the elephant in the room. Ben Tozer. Sorry mate, figure of speech. Even though he's the current club captain, as well as the highest rated center back I've got, I've decided to put my faith into faster options. Into game 3 we go, which started off underwhelming, to say the least. And after 70 minutes of watching the grass grow, finally, Angus breaks the deadlock. A few minutes later, Jordan Davis comes off the bench and asserts himself as a first-team player with a cracking finish. But we can kiss our clean sheet goodbye because the Bohemians have something better in mind. What a stunner of a goal! Pure rhapsody, mamma mia, let me go! Never fun to concede these long shot goals, but I'm just glad they don't come very often and that this one didn't affect the score. We'll be fine. The bigger issue is yet again my defending, so I'm changing the shape to something a bit more conservative. But I don't think it will be enough. The way I've been defending so far, I really need my captain. So what do you say, bud? Water under the bridge? Let bygones be bygones? You're a vengeful little elephant, aren't ya? To be fair, I did dismiss him without a good reason, so I can respect that. We'll call it even. But we're still 2 goals down and we need a plan. What's been working so far? Slamming the ball into the opponent and hoping for the best? Got it. But we need to do better. And Davis got one. Who's got another? Come on, fellas. Time is running out here. Jones. Excellent. We're all square. Can we make one last push and go all the way? Angus! What a comeback, what a game, and we haven't even started the season yet. We hold on and it's all over. 3-2 and we're in the final. Let's see if we can win the damn thing. Come on, daddy needs extra cash for contract renewals and youth signings. We're off to a great start. Lovely 1-2 from our striker duo and a classy finish. 1-0. On the defensive end, we seem to be developing hints of structure, but we're still getting bombarded from pretty much everywhere. Holding off waves of pressure allows for a quick counter, and after what must feel like the world's longest clear goal-scoring chance ever, Mullen gets it 2-0 and the fans are loving it! They've traveled all the way to Amsterdam to support their club. You'd think all the high-grade marijuana would slow them down, but not a chance. These folks are high and ready to see some dragons. As the first half draws to a close, the guests respond with a goal that can only be described as a floater. Cause it's a piece of shit I just can't get away from. I guess we'll just keep pressing on and hope we can outscore them. Lucky bounce, good improvisation, and yes! Davis! Surely this has to mean it's over. I mean, unless something crazy happens again, then damn it! How does this keep happening? With just under 10 minutes on the clock, I'm tempted to hold the ball for the rest of the match. I'm kinda worried that story-wise that will make me the bad guy and I'd get punished with a late goal. Then again, AI would be doing the exact same thing given the chance, so I see no reason to no, wait, no, I'll be brave, no, I'll play for real, wait, look how brave I am, come on, no. That was a close one. Okay, brave is how we want to play. Let's be brave. Come on, let's go. Come on. One more. Yeah! That is how we want to play! Come on! That was insane! I may need a wet wipe after this. And that is it. Time to celebrate, and these lads have deserved it. A great sight to see. Our captain raising the trophy. A sign of good things to come. We got a nice financial boost from that win, and let's see if it's gonna help us land a couple of prospects. The team seems to be gelling nicely, and I can't wait for the first game of the season. Everything to play for, nothing to lose, ready for the climb.